at the end of the day, what's going to happen is some people are going to think it means that they've changed. And, oh, they gave us Ziggler. And Sting made his debut as if he, didn't rock it out in WCW, TNA. But, Billy, I mean, come on. This was not a ploy for, network sign-ups. It was.
Oh, there's no way that would just get people signed for the network. No. They're going to change. It's not going to be all that shitty booking like they've had like time and time again.
No, it's
sliver of hope here, just like they did with Lesnar, and that's going to be shitty for months and months.
No, it's a clear sign that Ziggler's the new top guy, and they're going in. They're going in a new direction. It's good.
No more
welcome. We knew it started. Welcome into the review. We're about to give you a Survivor Series review. We're going to go through it point by point. I just want to say right off the bat, where were people in 1997? 1997 when WCW was smoking the WWF in ratings, and Sting was the main babyface force going against the NWO, and it culminated in a Hulk Hogan, I won't do the job, brother, Starrcade match. Which so happened to be the highest grossing pay-per-view that WCW ever had, was Sting as the headliner. That wasn't a big stage. Now he's on the big stage. Well, Sting, it's great to see Sting's debut, even though he's a lot of the same people were calling him washed up WCW guy in TNA for the last 11 years. Not saying that when we get to the Sting part that I'm not, not going to have anything positive to say. But holy fuck. How about 1990 Great American Bash? I don't even have to ask Lyrical and Billy if they remember that. That was a huge match. Still have it on VHS. I ended up recording like a year later Mr. Perfect on Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous after that match, Great American Bash. Still one of my favorite matches of all time when he won his first belt 24 years ago. Debut? I'm looking on Twitter. Sting makes his debut because the only thing that exists in wrestling is WWE. He's 55 years old, and the entrance song sucked. But we'll get more to it. I got some positives to say about it later in the review. Holy fucking shit! I had to get that off my chest here at the beginning. The guy wasn't placed in the middle of a WWE ring out of a UFO. He's been around for a long fucking time, since like 1987 maybe. But anyhow, I just hate that someone has to show up on this WWE TV to be validated anymore. It's gotten so ridiculous. Back in the 90s, we fucking loved Great Muta. Show me his big WrestleMania main event. But anyhow, it's not going to be a totally scathing review. You get annoyed when certain great elements to pro wrestling history don't get recognized. And that's been the way things have been bastardized with these documentaries they put out, fucking bullshit documentaries and shit. But
yeah, how do they tell the how does the saying go? The victor writes the history.
Yes, and it's a very bitter victor. It was like a last man standing match, so to speak.
Bitter and petty.
Where how Rusev took himself out of the match by going through a table on his own. That's kind of what WCW did, but. Anyhow, yeah, welcome into the review. We're going to have a good time. We're going to talk about what transpired. There's some good shit on the pay-per-view for sure. Exceeded expectations. I'll tell you how as we go through it. We'll find out what these guys think. I really don't know what they thought about each element. We'll find out as we go. But make sure to head over to blitzsportsnetwork.com. We've been having great conversations on there. Actually, before Sting made his WWE debut tonight, went through some memorable moments of Sting's career on the site, plus a bunch of other VIP videos. Make sure to go check it out. We'll be on there after the review, talking about a bunch of random stuff, so don't miss out. That's all I can say. Don't miss out. So I did not watch the pre-show. As I said in the last pay-per-view review, I'm done with those because they're absolutely pointless. And if anything happens during the pre-show, they give you a little replay during the pay-per-view, so who fucking cares? So it started out with a Vince McMahon promo, and I was like, what is this, Raw? So Vince said that this Survivor Series is going to be epic. You will never forget it. And he brings out Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. So Stephanie brown noses her father and predicts that they're going to make him proud. Triple H further brown noses him and puts over Vince as the reason they're there. And I actually think the wrestlers and the wrestling is why they're there. But anyway, Stephanie gets the sheep to chant Vince, of course. And so Vince brings John Cena out. Yay, it's John Cena! Ha! Sorry, I don't wear diapers, and I'm not a virgin, so I don't like him. But anyway, at this point, I was thinking to myself, is this Raw or is this pay-per-view? You know, I mean, usually pay-per-views start out with the opening match. You get some great athleticism. They get the crowd going, and then they start out with this shit. And by the way, if you're a Cena fan, more power to you. In all honesty, I don't care. It doesn't bother me if someone likes Cena. But you could hear the fans doing the John Cena Sucks song as he came to the ring. And watch how quickly this turned around and how phony a lot of the Cena Sucks chants are. Vince points out that if Cena's team loses, his teammates will have no job tomorrow on Raw. And he points out that Triple H and Stephanie, they're going to lose their power if they lose the match. Well, thanks for reiterating something we've been hearing for the past month. Cena says, I got a question. When Team Authority loses tonight, are you going to be nice and walk out? Or am I going to have to throw you all out? Really? Triple H says Cena will be responsible for 4 men with families, kids, bills. These 4 men are going to lose their lives, their livelihood because of John Cena. And Triple H says Cena is just interested in John Cena. He also says those guys will beg and plead to keep their jobs, but they will get fired. They're going to get ignored and forgotten about. Wow, was that a work shooter? But Stephanie says that, this is a lot of responsibility, and these people in the crowd will drop someone as fast as possible or as fast as they can. They just drop them, whatever. It's just a bunch of nonsense at this point. She says if Cena's team happens to win, they won't be directly involved or something. I don't know. Something about they'll still be calling the shots from Stamford, Connecticut. And she says, isn't that right? Isn't that right, Dad? And he says, this is, well, I'm done with the Vince because Lyrical's here, but Vince says, this isn't what he had in mind. And Vince says if Team Cena wins, the Authority will have no influence over the WWE superstars because they're not wrestlers. They're superstars. And Vince says he added to the contract that if the Authority loses, the only man who can bring them back in power is John Cena. So, of course, after singing John Cena Sucks, the fucking crowd is chanting yes in unison. I'm going to tell you right now, okay? A lot of us are real John Cena haters. All right? I'm telling you, there are a lot of us that are real fucking John Cena haters. There is literally nothing that Jamoke could do to get me to chant yes over him having some fucking kayfabe power. Holy fuck you, phony-ass John Cena haters. For the longest time we've talked about, well, most of the audience doesn't like him. They reject him. No, they're being phony with it. Let's be honest. Billy has hit the nail on the head with this one. With his observations of the crowd, he uses Royal Rumble as his smoking gun, which he used a bunch of times, Billy. Where Cena sucks, and then, Cena win! I mean, be real with it, man. You either like him or you don't. Be fucking consistent. I mean, literally, John Cena can ruin a good show for me because I fucking hate him. People go, oh, you're just biased. You're a Cena hater. Duh! Oh, no, you caught me. Wow. That's all it took. Yeah! You know, Cena can be in power. Oh, yes, yes, yes. What? You motherfuckers were just singing John Cena sucks when he came through. What the fuck is that? Holy fucking shit.
That's why those fans are considered really profitable.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's why they got less money for their TV contract based on those studies, you know.
Trash.
Yeah, but Cena tips his cap and nods and he smirks. Because he's such a great fucking actor, you know. I can't stand that fucker. And Vince tells Stephanie, don't let me down. And Stephanie says, wipe that smug smile off your face, John! And she says, or she'll do it for him. Which, by the way, one of my highlights of the year was her slapping Cena. But, you know, I'm just saying. She says, this just gives them more incentive to win. Cena says, you will lose tonight. And after you lose, you will be out of power. We fucking know! Holy fuck! One man who has the ability to bring you back, and that is me. Holy fuck! All of this was to establish that John Cena is the only one that can bring them back? There is no chance in hell. You know, he basically says there's no chance in hell that they'll be able to come back to work for the WWE. Even though Vince basically said they'd still have a job, they just wouldn't have anything to do with the talent. Oh, fuck, man. Cool. It took about 16, 17 minutes of pay-per-view time to establish everything we already knew, except for the fact that Cena's calling the shots when it pertains to the future of the Authority. Thanks for nothing. It was a really cool opening to a pay-per-view, fellas. Your thoughts? I mean, 10 out of 10 start to the show.
All I have to say is, yeah! That's it.
Well, I'm going to say that my father said that I can still run the company, and those fans are a bunch of dumb redneck hicks. That's what my father told me. So it doesn't matter, and I'll still be back, and I'll make my return at Battleground.
No, honestly, I mean, you guys know I haven't watched this shit, like, at all since, like, the Raw after SummerSlam. And honestly, like, when I turned it on, I'm like, okay, they're replaying the promo from Raw. Okay, the real show isn't on yet. Then I realized, like...
Oh, my gosh. You did not just say that.
No, and then it just keeps going. I'm like, wait a minute. This is the actual pay-per-view. This is actually live. They're cutting... They're having Raw on pay. Like, what the fuck?
Lyrical, I shit you not. I got a DM from MG, and he said I was a couple minutes late starting the show, and I figured they were replaying something from SmackDown. I shit you not. You both had the same thought.
Honestly,
That's exactly
did.
what happened to me.
I missed the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, they're replaying a promo from Monday or some shit. I'm like, okay. And the longer it goes, they go on like 15 straight minutes, and they're still talking. I'm like, wait a minute, this is live. Like, they're cutting a fucking 20-minute promo in a ring. Like, what the fuck is it? Wow, that's all I got. That's my reaction. that's my thoughts. Like, wow, they're having Raw on pay-per-view.
Yep, exactly.
Like, pay $9.99 to see exactly what you see on Monday. Wow, Brock cannot get back soon enough. He can't.
But he's a part-timer. MG, what do you think?
you know, I always love seeing pay-per-views open up with a 20-minute promo. You know, that's what paying customers pay for. You know, talking on a pro wrestling pay-per-view where we're supposed to get guys who fight each other. So, you know, I thought it was a pretty good
In
opening
Japan,
segment.
what would the Japanese fans think? Yeah.
Well, if as soon as John Cena wouldn't have got a reaction at all. They wouldn't have gave a fuck because they would have just wanted to see the match. But you know, that's just them and me. So you know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. Who knows? Um, John Cena, though, you know, he's the greatest of all time.
Oh yeah, he's just excellent at nothing. All right. And by the way, I just wanted to point out that they can book whoever they want to be the hero. Turn it into a fucking cash cow. If you think not, you underestimate the WWE machine. Kind of like they did with Ziggs tonight. But anyway, we'll get to that more later. So next we get just this epic match. The Usos. Ukalakahiki, I know you want to lay me. Against the Los Matadores. Against The Miz and Damian Sandow. Against Goldust and Stardust. For the WWE Tag Team Championships. I like the spot where Cody did the sunset flip to Dustin, and Dustin sent one of the Los Matadores, who knows which fucking one it was, but he sent one of them flying with the belly-to-back suplex. Cody and one of the Los Matadores, the series of reversals with the pile driver teases, and then the tornado DDT was pretty nice. Goldust powerbomb after they teased a flying Uso spot was pretty good. We did get the flying Uso Michael, spot. And the Stardust falling star spot was so fucking dumb. But of course we got an El Torito spot where the Matador backdropped him on all the guys on the floor. It looked really weird the way Cody caught him. He was like, oh, I got to make sure he doesn't fall. All the same spots we've been getting for about a year out of the tag team division. The spot with the double side suplexes with Goldust and the Los Matadores while Cody delivered a powerbomb was pretty nice. And the finish to the match would see Goldust taking an Uso splash. Miz sent Jimmy Uso out of the ring, into the ring post, apologize. And then Damian Sandow, who was over again, he was doing all, his shtick. He even took a couple bumps this time with the shtick, where he's mirroring the Miz. Sandow tags himself in, eventually made it through the ropes. It looked like he was having a hell of a time getting in the ring there, but and he ended up getting the pinfall. So your new WWE Tag Team Champions, The Miz and Damian Sandow. And another new fad has begun, and that's to just boo the hell out of The Miz when he raises his hands and pop for Damian Sandow, which it's a fad that I like because I've been a fan of Sandow for a long time. So I'm cool with the fad, but they're all fads at this point. But after the match, Miz grabbed both title belts and celebrated with him while Sandow mirrored him without either belt. Wouldn't surprise me if he comes out with Mattel title belts. I probably just gave him an idea there, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Sandow's over. It's great. It was basically the same tag team match we've seen a million times. There were some spots that I liked. I named them. So I would say that overall there was more good than bad with this. But I wasn't overjoyed with the match, put it that way. It was just okay. It was a lot better than the fucking talking that started the show. It was a battleground. Fellas, you're up.
It was average. I mean, Sandow's definitely over. And it looks like that this Miz thing is kind of working for him as much as I'm annoyed by the Miz. It's like you got the go-away heat guy and you got him paired with the dude who's getting who's over, who's got the all the real talent. So hopefully they do something with Sandow. The result of this is them giving him some type of a push. But usually when they take a guy like Sandow and they saddle him with a comedy gimmick, that's usually like the kiss of death for their career, and most people don't come back. But maybe it was one of those things where it was a test and they want to see if he's really down with them and he's not gonna bail on him like Punk did. And yep, we have our first Punk reference. But I just hope they do something.
Oh, I heard Punk.
Well, with Lyrical here, I've got a fellow CM Punk fan on the panel, and I just wanted to throw out there, Lyrical, CM Punk.
It's a Chicago thing. I get it.
CM Punk is the best in the world. Whatever Mad Genius says in these reviews, he's just jealous because he's not the one banging AJ Lee. CM Punk is, and CM Punk is the best in the world.
Hey, you know what CM Punk's really good at? You know what he's really good at? He's really good at this.
I did not see that one coming. Wow.
To Mad Genius, I say, my friend, well played, well played.
But unlike him, I care about the people, so I came back.
It's not about the people. Now you're contradicting yourself because you put over him leaving. So
once again, unlike him, I care about the people.
Yeah, Del Rio put.
He was contradicting himself. The same guy who wanted Roman Reigns to be the man in January. Yeah.
Once again, you wanted him to be the guy just as recently as this summer.
I'm a Roman Reigns guy. I'm a Roman Reigns guy.
Good luck with that.
Well,
for the record, I was on that bandwagon. I am definitely off. I've been off that bandwagon for a good minute.
Okay, hold on. As we'll get to later in the show,
talk?
Billy, you clearly saw his 3 days of acting lessons.
Oh, yeah. Believe that. Believe that.
Yeah, it ain't go nowhere.
In his cheap hometown.
I completely disagree.
Thank you, Lyrical. Cheap hometown pops. That's all it was.
Yeah, we're going to get to that, though. I can't wait to get on that.
Okay, Roman Reigns or John Cena?
Oh, come on, bro. Why you got to make it so tough?
Why? Why?
Exactly. Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
John Cena.
I know Mad Genius has officially lost his mind.
I would say John Cena if he was heel. Yeah.
I'm taking Cena. Cena has more moves.
Just turn Cena heel, give him a Bo Dallas gimmick. That's all.
All right, fine. You take Cena, MG, more power to you. Good luck explaining that to your ROH and PWG and New Japan fans. Subscribe to your channel.
That's
fine. More power to you shirts now and sell at Pro Wrestling Tees. Sports,
Mad Genius wants Cena because he wants WWE to go out of business. He wants Cena to run him into the ground.
That's his excuse. He actually likes John.
Yeah, he's a cool guy, man. You know, have a beer with him and, keep it.
Maybe it's the shoes, Cena's a shoe aficionado. Mad Genius is a shoe aficionado. Maybe.
He's doing big things, man. He's got an impressive resume, man. I mean, Victoria, Mickey James. I mean, he's got an impressive resume, too,
That is true. He has, he's run through, not as impressive as CM Punk, though, but, yeah, he's ran through a couple.
I'll give you that.
I mean, CM Punk had Beth Phoenix, Maria Kanellis, Daphne. AJ.
You know what Jay would tell you right now, MG? I don't even have to say it. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that.
It's okay. It's okay, man, because I'm not into big muscle, baby-oiled, wet-haired guys. It's fine.
It's not that. He actually,
I can imagine
who's
like
more
Roman Reigns
athletic?
gets to the arena.
Who's more athletic,
Who's more athletic?
John Cena or Roman Reigns?
And I have just seen John Cena do some
Oh,
taco
come on.
crossbodies.
How did you even hesitate?
Thank you, Lyrical. Thank you, Lyrical. He's trying really hard.
Hey, look, I bet you like Roman Reigns gets to the arena. He's already he's probably in the Cena mode. He probably wears that fucking vest and those cargos everywhere he goes. He probably just gets to the arena. He goes to the fucking bathroom sink,
Mode.
wets his hair, looks in the mirror, and he's like,
how disrespectful! The unmitigated gall of mad genius to not respect the fact that Roman Reigns doesn't break kayfabe.
Who?
I don't know. I'm trying.
Roman, you said Cena 2.0.
No, he's not John Cena 2.0. Now, in fact, I've got a VIP
Yes,
video.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, whoop-de-whoop, he's more athletic. He's booked the same way, and he got 5 moves, and he can't cut a promo. He's Cena 2.0.
No. No, he's actually got some swagger.
He's not as bad as Cena. Not even.
No, he is absolutely not as bad as Cena.
I mean,
That's why he's not John Cena 1.0. He's 2.0.
I could see them shoving him down our throat and making us hate him because WWE does that with everything, and they're definitely starting that in that direction, which is.
I'll still take him over Cena any day. Just for the record.
Yeah, but
how about the tag match? Did anybody on the panel say, "Oh yeah, I love that tag match"?
Somebody sent me a tweet saying Cody Rhodes looked like a can of Rockstar energy drink.
He did.
He's right. He's 100% right. The tag match, it was decent. Sandow at the end killed me. Like, I was laughing the entire time at Sandow at the end when he stole the tag from the Miz, and then the whole posing on the top rope. Like, he was like kissing his hand because he didn't have the belts. This tag team as a whole has grown on me because I think when you get a guy who's supposed to be a heel in Sandow, but he's getting so over organically paired with a guy in the Miz, like Lyrical said, who's got that go-away heat, I think it makes for something that's unique. You don't see it too often. Yeah. So as much as I can't stand the Miz on its own, I think in this pairing it works. And hopefully this leads to the split of those two down the road where Miz is getting jealous of Sandow or something like that, and Sandow's now got this big movie star persona because I think he could pull it off. And then the match itself, there were some decent spots in it, but nothing that blew me away. We've seen this match 1,800 times the last 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah, those were my feelings on it, too. I mean, there was stuff I liked, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, you know. But it was good. Lyrical, you were going to say something?
No, I was just going to say, it's just your standard mid-card tag match.
Yeah.
Had a couple little nice spots and wasn't sloppy, but it wasn't just like, you know, Young Bucks Bullet Club good.
Lyrical, my man's Lyrical.
You mean those
you.
midget women wrestlers? Yeah.
Come on, man. Young Bucks can work.
By the way, when you call me a hater about something wrestling-wise, guilty as fucking charged. I'm an absolute Young Bucks hater. You know, that's the nature of it. You like characters, you hate characters. I fucking hate the Young Bucks, and I'm a hater. So, I mean, are those guys waitresses in their spare time?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, they work at the same restaurant where CM Punk's a fry cook.
Oh, come on.
Hey, at least he's a cook, you know?
At least he's a cook?
At least he's a cook.
All You're right. They put him in the back away from the public.
Probably got a bunch of cooks watch. You're going to tell me there's something wrong with Chef Gordon Ramsay?
Hey, Gordon Ramsay's the man.
CM Punk, thank you. So is CM Punk. And so is CM Punk.
Could y'all imagine a reality show like that? And CM Punk comes out and he's judging people's souffles, and that would be crazy.
That'd be excellent.
I'm
in. I will watch.
And he cuts pipe bomb promos on how shitty their souffle is.
You know he could pull that off. Come on.
You know what I watch? I'd watch
he pulled off Talking Dead last week. He pulled off Talking Dead last week.
I didn't watch that. Yeah. Matt Genius, what were you saying?
I said I'd watch a fight where, Chef Ramsay beat the shit out of Punk. I'd pay for that.
Now we're getting crazy. A guy who regularly trains in BJJ is going to lose to Gordon Ramsay. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I think Punk is at least like an orange belt or something.
No, he's a white belt. He refuses to take other belts.
That's right. That's right. He did say that. That's right.
All right. So next we get. Oh gosh. So we backstage. Adam Estrogen and the Bunny were playing with each other with toys.
Oh. God.
Pun intended. And the Bunny won some toy match. Because Adam Estrogen is a rosebud and he likes to take it in his ass, it's. But
Yeah.
Exactly in the office. But Titus O'Neil.
Yeah. Bestiality. I like that bestiality, sex, pal. Yeah.
There's a wolf coming up soon too. Just for the look for that. But Titus O'Neil and Heath Slater showed up and bantered back and forth, which ultimately led to Adam Estrogen challenging Titus and Heath to a match against him and the Bunny. By the way, I just wanted to point out, just in case I forget when we get to that match tonight, Michael Cole, the world champion of Flamers, felt the need to point out tonight that it's a man in the bunny suit, not a bunny.
Oh, boy.
Just in case some of you were dumb enough to not figure that out, because he thinks we're all stupid.
Yeah, some people might get confused that it's an actual 6-foot bunny.
Yeah, 6 foot, yeah.
Yeah.
And the Easter Bunny's still real, damn it. And John Cena actually won those championships, damn it. And Santa Claus is still real, damn it. And, still real to me, damn it.
Yeah, pal. You got it, pal. It's good shit.
Yeah, double thumbs up of I don't give a fuck. So next we get a traditional Survivor Series match with divas. Paige, can't wait to get to that Divas Championship match. Paige, Cameron, Summer Rae, and Layla against Natalia.
Hey, shout out to Tyson Kidd. He
Huh?
was taking selfies. Shout out to Tyson Kidd. He was taking selfies at ringside, and there is a selfie where all you see in the background are Alicia Fox's and Naomi's ass. Shout out to him.
Well played, Tyson Kidd. Well played. Maybe Natalia's trying to get in on that action, but they were going against Natalia, Naomi, Emma, and Alicia Fox. Yeah, buddy. By the way, I had a couple people on Twitter. I get flooded with tweets during the pay-per-views and Raws and stuff, and it's hard to read all of them. There's so many coming in, but I appreciate all the tweets all of you sent me. I get to read a good portion of them, and I saw people like, "What's up with him and the headphones? Why is he always wearing headphones? Because he wants to be like the Blitz." No, it's because it's a gimmick that's really stems from his NXT thing, which cover on the website NXT. And he puts the headphones on so he doesn't hear the crowd saying Natty's husband or Natty's wife. That's why he wears the headphones. So it's part of his gimmick. But Cameron was eliminated by Naomi. Alicia Fox was eliminated by Layla. Emma eliminated Summer Rae. There, take that, Billy. My girl
I'll
eliminated
take
George.
that any day. I don't give a fuck, bro. Right from behind, too.
Well, one thing's for sure. Rick Steiner called and he wants his gimmick back. He's calling for gimmick infringement on Summer Rae because she is the dog-faced gremlin, but...
All right, if I hit it from behind, though, I don't have to look at your face. How's that?
All right, well played. Well played. So it came down to Paige.
Good call for Cody Rhodes' old gimmick with the paper bags when you hit that.
Oh, there you go. That's actually
back that one, yeah.
That'd be a well-utilized gimmick. So it came down to Paige against the entire other team, and I was like, yeah, let Paige fucking run through these motherfuckers, you know. Paige starts to bail like she's going to leave, and Emma brought her back into the ring, and Paige kind of went beast mode on Emma for a minute. Emma tagged in Natalya. Paige hit a nasty fucking super kick on Natalya. That was sick, dude. And then Natalya hit a pretty sick belly-to-back overhead release suplex that Paige almost hurt herself on the way she took it. But maybe she did. But Naomi ended up tagging in, and fuck, dude. Why? I actually like Cameron. I don't like Naomi. I just don't like her. The whole jumping butt clothesline is dumb to me. And by the way, WWE, fucking Brodus Clay's a bum in TNA now. So maybe change the music, you know? It might be a good idea because whenever we hear, so we call my mama, we just think about a big fat goof trying to act like a dinosaur who couldn't dance. Even though Brodus Clay, on a personal level, seems like a cool guy, the gimmick was so fucking stupid. They ruined that guy's wrestling career, which is too bad. He seems like a pretty cool guy. But Naomi went over with her ass clothesline, is what I call it, where she jumps up and does the splits, and oh, she knocked her down with her ass. Yay! Yeah, and had scissors face plant, I guess, you know, for lack of a better description. Oh, and by the way, I got
the flying ass tackle.
The flying ass tackle, yes.
Hey, she can fly an ass tackle me with that ass any day.
Okay, I will agree with you on that point, but when it pertains to her character, I can't fucking stand her. It's just so cookie cutter.
I agree.
Put me in the head scissors too. Shit.
Just so damn vanilla.
Absolutely, yeah.
That ass.
Absolutely, but can I throw out an edict? Something that I would like to see in pro wrestling in general, just an unwritten rule that announcers have to at least call a move if there's a replay of the move. You know what I mean? At least.
I had such a huge problem with that tonight.
Yeah, there was a lot of it during the show.
Oh.
But so it was a clean sweep. Paige's team blew out of the water pretty much. I don't know. No, yeah, they all made it through. Yeah, it was a clean sweep. I did remember that right. The match had its moments. I was really happy, excuse me, for these ladies in the sense that they did get an opportunity to showcase what they could do in a wrestling ring in a longer match. So I'm not, no complaints from me. Just throwing a little tidbit in there that I'm not really a fan of Naomi's gimmick. I think there's more that she could do. She seems really, really talented. But the jumping ass bump doesn't... What the fuck's his name? Mojo Rawley does that too.
Don't get me started on Mojo Rawley.
Yeah, it's such a dumb move, man. It's like, oh, and the announcers pop for it like it's so cool. Oh, she threw her off the ropes. She turned around, jumped up, and hit it with her ass. Ooh.
He's like the modern day Hacksaw Jim Duggan to me for some reason.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan at least had some charisma.
I mean, yeah, Duggan was more over, but he just has that super hokey kind of vibe to him that's just I mean,
come on, bro. You don't stay hype?
No, I don't.
I mean, obviously Hacksaw was better, but man, he could get the crowd to say repeat hold, but
yeah,
this guy. Ugh.
So did any of you guys really pop for this match? I mean, I was happy to see them get some time. They actually got some time. So.
Yeah, this Divas division just doesn't do it for me. It just doesn't. I guess I just watch too much Aja Kong and shit like that.
But wait till Charlotte comes up with her dad.
Oh, Charlotte's a beast.
Charlotte is it. You should watch the match with her and Natalya with Brett and Flair ringside. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, they do have some female talent. They just always throw the wrong ones into the spotlight. And
wait. In the spotlight. Let's think about in the spotlight. This year, who has been spotlighted the most?
Bellis.
Which one specifically?
Bree.
Nikki.
Nikki. Because she's married. Not married, but yeah.
She's with who?
John Sealing.
It has nothing to do with politics. Yeah.
What are you looking at?
But I mean, look, they actually let her and Stephanie try to put on a really good match at SummerSlam. Remember that? And we were like, oh yeah, maybe they'll let AJ Lee and Paige go for it. No.
Your second biggest show of the year. You can't just let two chicks get in there and throw down.
So Alexa Bliss, this is what you got to do. You got to try to get with John. I know it's a daunting task. It's repulsive, but you got to try.
No, yeah, let her keep her integrity.
Yeah, she will. She'd rather job than do that. But oh yeah, so we see some highlights of Fandango. This new Fandango beating Justin Gabriel. Who cares? In the the kickoff show, and then Bad News Barrett announced he's coming back into that MG set.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please let him come back as a face, bro. I think it would work.
Well, I can't wait to see his forearms and punches, and you sit there and clown Roman Reigns.
You gotta put up with fucking Adam Rose and the Bunny.
Yeah, but you clown Roman Reigns, and this motherfucker can't hold a candle to him.
Athletically, no, but he's a better worker than Reigns.
Oh, come on. Holy
bro,
shit.
now you're really losing it. Yeah, he's not as athletic as Roman Reigns, nowhere near, but
okay,
he's
you
definitely
cannot
a way better
harken
man.
back to Wade Barrett Nexus. I'm talking as Bad News Barrett.
Reigns. Reigns is ass.
I don't know. This one's hard to call. As far as holy shit, we just went over 1,000 live. Whoa.
That's the thing, though. It's all in the eye of the beholder. At the end of the day, in my opinion, Bad News Barrett isn't even close to Roman Reigns. And imagine
Roman Reigns is cooler.
Because it's hard to call because yes, Reigns is more athletic. Yeah,
I'm ready for a run.
I might have to lean towards Barrett being a better worker. Yeah,
I'm ready for a run with Reigns as champion. Fuck it.
Because Barrett's stuff looks cleaner than Roman Reigns' stuff. But
Vince likes Roman Reigns, lyrically.
But I don't know. But Reigns is more. I would rather see Reigns as far as working than Barrett.
Thank you.
I just would.
When it pertains to talking, I'd probably agree that Bad News Barrett's a better talker.
Yeah. If Reigns could talk like Barrett.
I don't really like Barrett's promos, though. That's the problem. I don't like neither of them on the mic.
Either, but his shit is miles above where Roman is.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we saw an indication that there is going to be some improvement after tonight.
No, fuck out of here.
Gosh, he needs to just keep Rock on speed dial, which he has to have Rock on speed dial.
Well, that's his dream match.
Please,
yeah.
Please, Rock, help your cousin out on his promos, please. Please.
I think The Rock looks at him and goes, "So you want some help? It doesn't matter what you want, So anyway. Next, we get Bray Wyatt against Dean Ambrose. And I'll just go ahead and point out here at the beginning that the big problem that I have with this match and this feud is Bray Wyatt interrupted in a match, and that caused Dean Ambrose to completely forget as a character that he, in his promos promised to go through hell and high water to get his revenge on Seth Rollins and would do whatever it takes until he gets it done, for getting his, having his brother turn his back on him and having his head stomped through cinder blocks. And it's really hard for me to buy in to a feud with two guys that I was really excited about earlier this year. And with Bray Wyatt, his entire family got ass fucked by John Cena. And with Dean Ambrose, he looks dumb to me in the sense that he was absolutely livid about things that Seth Rollins had done to him, and all it took was someone interfering in his match for him to just drop all that. Yeah, I'm going to go after the guy with the hologram. What? So I've had a hard time really investing in this, just due to with any other TV show on this planet, if that was the storyline on the TV show, I'd probably stop watching it. It makes no fucking sense. If they tried to get away with that on Sons of Anarchy, they'd get buried. But this match between Wyatt and Ambrose was a fucking awesome match. They really work well together. The match was smooth as fuck. Clearly, the WWE wants to stretch out this feud, when I'd still like to see some closure to, but whatever. So they went with the DQ finish with Bray Wyatt grabbing a mic and yelling at Dean Ambrose that it could have been different. They could have worked together, man. And Bray Wyatt went out of the ring and grabbed some chairs, threw a couple steel chairs into the ring. Dean Ambrose got his hands on one of the chairs. And the referee was like, no, don't do it. And Dean Ambrose hit Bray Wyatt with a chair jab to the gut, a chair shot to the back, and proceeded to elbow drop Bray Wyatt through a table. I love it when Dean Ambrose does that. And then he threw a pile of chairs, this big pile of chairs on top of Wyatt, and finished it off by climbing a ladder. And I thought he was going to do a move off the ladder. I was like, what the fuck is he going to do? But he just climbed the ladder in the middle of the ring to basically signal that this feud's going to continue till TLC. Good shit. I enjoyed it as far as what transpired in the match. These motherfuckers right here, Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose, are fucking great. I mean, when I talk about the talent the WWE has, these are a couple guys that factor into it. And believe me, folks, VIPers know, and people who watch NXT know, they have got bucket loads of talent coming up through the pipes. But these two guys right here, they deserve in my opinion, they deserve the absolute best booking wise. And when I see this fuckboy booking that their characters have endured this year, it's very frustrating. I know there's long careers ahead for each guy, so I try to be patient with it. But as far as right now, they did reel me in a little bit more tonight with the actual match. So even though everything that I named before I went through what transpired in the match still bugs me, they reeled me in a little bit with what they did in that ring. So that's where I'm coming from personally. I loved the match. I thought it was an awesome match. And these two guys are they're the absolute shit, period. Fellas.
Personally, I wasn't as into this match. I don't know, it's just kind of hard to, coming into the match, I already had that thought in my head, I don't even really care about this match just because I know somebody's going to get buried at the end of all of this. And, yeah, the match was clean worked. It just felt like a mid-card match, which I hate because, like you just said, both guys are so supremely talented. And it fell flat to me. It didn't have that umph to it. Ambrose has got to stop doing that rebound lariat. He doesn't fully commit to it. If you're gonna do that move, you gotta fully commit with it. You can't lean sideways halfway through. No, you gotta go the whole way, lean all the way back like he used to when he first started doing it. Now he's really just, he's like, I don't give a fuck. I'll just half do it now. There were some nice reversals in terms of the near falls and the finish, the finisher attempts and whatnot, but it just fell flat to me. The end of the match was nice and everything with Ambrose kind of going ape shit and whatnot, but I honestly don't care about this feud or the match. It's hard to get invested into it when they ended the Rollins and Ambrose feud the way they did, and with the way they've treated Bray Wyatt and the way they've treated Dean Ambrose. It's like, coming out of this, man, somebody's, they're both pretty much buried, especially Wyatt, but it's like, this is the nail in the coffin for Wyatt here. He's not going to win that TLC match unless he gets help, but this is the nail in the coffin for Wyatt at this point. So it's a little, it's kind of hard to get into it.
Yeah. Okay. I thought Billy was gonna jump in. I thought this match was good to average, and to me, it felt like they were saving something for the next match. That's kind of the feeling I got. They were saving stuff for the next match. Then at the end, Michael Cole repeated at least twice, maybe 3 times, Bray Wyatt has been buried. And so I thought that was pretty ironic. Shout out to the 1,075 live viewers, by the way.
By the way, for anybody who edits videos, like wrestling footage for yourself or whatever, that's a good soundbite where Jerry Lawler said he buried Bray Wyatt. That's a great soundbite to splice over John Cena and the actual burial. All right, so moving on, unless there was anything else that anybody wanted to add. Okay, we got Triple H and Team Authority backstage, and he gave like a 300, the movie 300 speech, pep talk to his team for the main event. Fuck it, I'm not going through the transcription of that. And then we get Adam Estrogen and the Bunny. Oh, fuck, dude. I don't say this to demean people who enjoy that whole thing. But honestly, I feel like I lose cool points every time I watch that bullshit with the Estrogen Express and the Bunny and all that fucking stupid, geeky-ass, dumb shit. It's so annoying that the WWE thinks that this is cool or entertaining, but whatever. We get Estrogen, Mr. Eyeliner, and the Bunny against Titus O'Neil and Heath Slater. So the dumbass Bunny ended up going over on Heath Slater, got the win. Fuck this match. Adam Estrogen acted jealous as the Estrogen Express carried the Bunny away from ringside. Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm going to talk about from that match. Fuck that match.
The only thing noteworthy was Titus O'Neil being funny, as he always is, when Adam Rose called him, said he was a god to those people, and Titus O'Neil immediately responds with, "You've been talking to Jesus? You've been hanging out with Kanye West too much." Like, Titus O'Neil is hilarious, but that was really the only redeemable thing. I mean, the Bunny butt fucking Adam Rose on Monday, and then them playing with toys backstage, simulating what goes on behind closed doors. No interest whatsoever. Fuck this match.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, my bad. I was screenshotting.
I was like,
I was screenshotting the 1,200 live view or whatever the hell we got at this point. I had to grab it real quick.
Crazy, yeah.
As I was telling y'all off the air.
Shout out to everybody watching the video. Thanks for checking in. Go ahead, Lyrical.
Yeah, as I was telling y'all off the air, I'm just I listen to you guys every single week, and I'm.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
Lyrical. Yeah, I think he dropped.
I was waiting for the point, too. I was all like into it.
Well, he told us off the air that he listens to us every week, and he's heard about the Bunny thing.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the first time he's seen the Bunny thing because he decided to actually watch the pay-per-view tonight. That's why he's here. It was just kind of in shock that there was actually a Bunny in the ring.
MG, are you against putting the belt on the Bunny now?
No. Well, yeah. Actually, I am. after what transpired on Monday,
by the way, Billy, Emma lost her luggage. She found her luggage.
No, good. I'm making sure. I was worried. Shit, man.
Yeah. After what happened on Monday, the Bunny's no longer over with me.
That was pretty bad. Well, he's back. There's two of them.
Okay, that's that internet reset that happens sometimes late at night on weekends. But yet my brain is just still trying to process that there's a man with a bunny costume that we're supposed to take seriously as a sports entertainer out there. And then, as you pointed out, Bruce, you have Michael Cole reminding us that it's a human in the suit, that it's not a 6-foot bunny. I mean, as if we cannot discern a human being in a bunny costume from an actual fucking animal.
This is the same company, Lyrical, that felt the need to explain how to download an app on a telephone.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. But the fact that they're like, I mean, the announcers are talking about this guy. They're putting him over like he's like supposed to be a respectable performer. And he's wearing, not only is he wearing a bunny costume, he's wearing a pink bunny costume. Pink.
Pink.
This is not breast cancer awareness anymore. So what's your excuse? You're a grown man rocking a pink furry suit.
If he gets pushed off the stage in a wheelchair, we knew who, we find out who it was all along.
Yeah, man. But so my grade is incomplete because I still have not registered the fact that they have a damn bunny on the roster. And then on the roster page, his name is The Bunny. Like he's a real legit.
And he's right next to Brock Lesnar on the roster page.
This is unbelievable. Brock Lesnar and a bunny. Like, right? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. I just don't have any more words for this.
Just don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Hustle, loyalty, respect. If you believe in yourself and believe in John Cena, you can get your homework done early. So, next we get a Roman Reigns interview, and he talked about how he's getting better.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you guys are horrible.
Oh, boy.
And he wishes he was in St. Louis.
I'm down.
No, he said, I wish I was in the loop.
All right, now this part I will admit, and he said, do you know what I would do if I was there? By the way, the acting classes, even though they're only 3, but the acting classes, I don't give a shit. You could definitely see a difference in his delivery.
He looks a lot more believable when he's jacking his fucking arm off.
Well, he did. If he was there, he would cock his fist and.
He did seem more. What's the word I'm looking
natural.
He had.
Well, maybe
more
not natural.
flow.
He had more inflections in his voice.
Yeah, he had more flow and more confidence. Here's what my problem was with him. We were just talking about The Rock. Now, like when The Rock's cutting the promo, Rock has his style that he's created, but he was doing that style for so long that it became natural. So he would say certain things, and he would leave that natural pause, and then the crowd would automatically fill in where the pause is. And it's like in Roman Reigns' case, he kind of tried to do it in his own way, but he had to keep trying to. He was almost leaning into the screen, like he was like, "Come on, crowd, say something." Like he was working way too hard to try to prompt them to get a reaction out of them. So maybe he does it a couple more years. Maybe he'll build that. But I just noticed that.
Can't teach charisma, Lyrical.
I mean, you can manufacture a certain amount of charisma, but it's not the same as natural charisma. But
No, you can't teach it, but it can come with confidence, just like it did with Bret the Hitman Hart.
yeah.
Did you just compare Roman Reigns to Bret Hart?
No, what I'm saying is you were trying to. No, I'm not comparing the two.
Listen, people.
But no.
Just compare
Well, okay, hold
Roman
on.
Reigns.
But yeah,
Bret Hart.
Bret.
I'm done. I'm done with this review. This ignorant.
I get what you're saying. Bret used to be terrible talk, like terrible. And he was never good, but yeah, he had a certain confidence that just allowed him to be able to just get away with shit sometimes. But especially when he was cutting those promos when they're tearing down cages. I'm the best goddamn wrestler in this business. I'm the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. And I'm bullshit. And they actually let all that go on TV. Damn WWE. Come on. Let some of that PG go in the third hour. Come on. What you got 3
won't.
hours for? Let it go. Let it go in the third hour. Just let it go.
Talk now?
What was that, Bruce?
Is that okay? Can I talk now?
There you go.
Oh yeah, go for it.
You're good.
Noisy. So what I was trying to say, before I was so rudely interrupted, was...
Again?
Okay. I'm sorry, MG. It's just you struck a nerve there, bro. But
To talk on the air about what MG got against.
no, I'm trying to make a point. And he talks over me. Please let me make my fucking. I'm trying to defend the undefendable here. Roman Reigns is talking, and he won't even let me make my fucking point. Asshole. So, anyway.
Devil's advocate a little bit here.
I am the advocate for Roman Reigns, and what I wanted to say was that, Brett, your point is that you can't teach charisma. My point is that it is possible for someone who had no charisma and Bret the Hitman Hart cut some of the worst promos in the Hart Foundation and actually became a pretty good talker because he gained confidence. So my point is not that Roman Reigns is going to follow that same path. My point, MG, is that it's possible. That's it. Okay? Is that all right?
Oh, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna interrupt you. You know.
All right, good.
I want you to tell me to say something, and then you say something over me.
We'll settle this off the air. We're gonna play Call of Duty 1-on-1, bro. Okay? You understand?
Dude, I'm in. I'm in, bro.
Okay. All
Dude.
right. Going down. And then I'll beat you in NBA 2K as well.
You doing okay, Bruce, by the way?
I'm fine.
That's cool. Lyric, how you doing?
I'm doing quite well, pal.
I'm glad you're doing okay, Daddy, because sometimes I worry you're getting a little bit older. I'm glad you're okay.
How did you like that ending? See, I got on the tweeter or whatever you call it, that little contraption on my phone.
Yeah, Twitter.
I got on that tweeter and I
Yeah.
said Survivor Series. Yeah, you need to watch that shit. It's gonna be memorable. Yeah, it's gonna be worthy of a McMahon.
It was brilliant, Daddy. It was so brilliant. Can I have a pony?
Why, thank you, Stephanie. I am a creative genius. Yeah, I created WrestleMania.
You sure did.
Yeah.
You did. It was all you.
Not
All
the
you,
man
Daddy.
genius, but me, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Yeah.
The greatest.
Goddamn good shit, pal. Good shit. I'm patting myself on the back right now.
I need some more money.
Go ask Shane.
He won't talk to us anymore. I think he was mad about
I talked to Shane the other
something
day.
like that.
I talked to Shane the other day because I was recommending him this really good hair dye. So it's the one that I use. And Shane needs it more than I do. So I was recommending it to him. And I told him to call you. And yeah, this pay-per-view was some good shit. Good fucking shit, pal.
You won't believe it, Dad. Paul said I needed some dye on my pubes or either that or shave it. And I was like, oh my fucking God. Incredible.
Okay, Stephanie, you went too far there.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
I don't want to hear about your pubes. You must have confused it when I said, he's gonna puke! He's gonna puke! I didn't say pube, I said puke.
Well, I'm not that smart, Dad. I mean, you gotta remember I got my job from you. And sucking dick in college.
All right, moving on. I just want to make sure, MG, did you have a point to make?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, just wanted to make sure so we're not interrupting each other here. All right? But anyways, Roman Reigns said that if he was there, he would cock his fist and make it rain in this bitch. And the crowd.
Okay, I'm sorry, I gotta talk over you for a second, but bro, Roman Reigns is trash, man. Like he's literally
Did the crowd
masturbating.
pop or not when he said that?
Well, this is a weird crowd. They ewed at a fucking lesbian kiss, but they pop when he's fucking jacking himself off. Like, come on.
I will give you that point. I don't have a leg to stand on that one. But anyway, and JBL says, Roman, you're not here, though. Seth Rollins is here. What do you think about Seth Rollins? Blah, 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 blah. And Roman talks about what's going on with the Authority to simplify, fucking. And Team CNN says, about this time next month, Roman Reigns will be back. And you notice it wasn't the same believe that. He said, you can believe that with some... It wasn't monotone. I don't give a shit. He was a little better with his acting. Crucify me now. I think he cut a better promo than he normally does. Go ahead, MG. I'm done talking now. So.
Are you sure?
Maybe.
I don't know. This is.
It depends on what you say.
Bruce, so.
It depends on what you say.
Oh well, Roman Reigns is not a good talker. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah. He'll never be a good talker. He's not a good wrestler. I don't care if he comes back or not. Actually, I'd take CM Punk back at this point if I had to choose between him and Reigns.
Like that's
and we all know I'm no CM Punk fan, so you know it's rough, man. It's gonna be a rough 10 years with Roman Reigns. Just prepare yourselves.
All right, I just wanted to say that you're wrong, I'm right. Fact. But okay.
Wait. What are you right about?
You want to know what I'm right about? You really want to know?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you want, okay? Alright? It's quite a phrase from a certain wrestler. Billy, come on. Roman Reigns was a little better tonight. Come on, man. Someone's got to be with me on this.
He was a little better. It's like going from like brown shit to like, you know, green baby shit. Like
I'll take that. It's an improvement, you know? It's an improvement.
Believe that.
And believe in the show.
That analogy is accurate, though.
I wonder if they'll switch up his entrance. Because now would be the time to give him some new badass theme music. And switch up the entrance and stop making... I mean, honestly, with his promos and his entrance...
You really want them making any more theme songs?
No, they're really bad. Honestly, if they hired Jimmy Hart, I think they'd be better.
Yeah, Jimmy Hart knows his shit.
Yeah.
Go back to Jim Johnston. You know, he did a really good job in the 90s.
Yeah. He did. He did, but I'm specifically referencing Jimmy Hart because... Who was the one that put together the Crow theme music for Sting? By the way, people who call Sting's gimmick the Crow gimmick, I wonder how many of them have actually watched the movie and really understand why Sting as the Crow made sense when the NWO took over his company as the franchise player. And I wonder if they understand what the whole gimmick was with the Crow in the movie by watching the movie. To better understand what Sting the Crow really means. I am, in a snarky way, advising individuals to check out that movie. Loved that movie. I was a huge fan of that movie way before Sting dawned. Because I'm a big Bruce Lee fan, and I was a huge Brandon Lee fan, Rapid Fire, all of Brandon Lee's movies. Showdown in Little Tokyo. By the way, MG, did you ever watch Showdown in Little Tokyo?
It's been a long time.
Billy?
Bruce, what's up?
Did you ever watch Showdown in Little Tokyo with Dolph Lundgren and Brandon Lee?
Not that one, no.
Lyrical, I know you did.
Yeah, I saw that when I was younger. Yeah.
Lyrical and I are a lot alike when it pertains to our tastes. But yeah, I would recommend checking out The Crow. And really,
Dolph Lundgren was Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, the one with Showdown in Little Tokyo with Dolph Lundgren. Yeah. Like 3/4 of the movie was naked women.
Oh shit! I really gotta see this.
Yeah, I knew that when I saw his mic come unmuted.
I need to rewatch that.
Lots of boobs.
Oh, yeah, I'm alright. All right.
Then there's a naked woman that gets beheaded in the movie.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah, so it's now people are gonna be checking out Showdown in Little Tokyo. I'd recommend all Brandon Lee's movies if you're a fan of the martial arts, but Crow, no martial arts. It was him, anyways. If someone were to ask me Heath Ledger, Brandon Lee, Crow, Joker, I'm biased. It's Crow for me. That's how much I love that movie. But respect Heath Ledger, kind of killed it with the Crow, or with the Joker. Yeah, I think Roman Reigns is better.
You're gonna get attacked now. You're not allowed to have opinions on the internet.
Yeah, I know you're not.
Crazy?
You gotta buffer it. We gotta pad everything we fucking say. It's getting really annoying, but whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought better. I thought he came off a little more confident. And I hope Roman Reigns is the champion after WrestleMania. Last year you guys were not on board with Daniel Bryan. I want to point that out. I was the only one that stuck to his guns with Daniel Bryan and winning at WrestleMania, and unfortunately, injuries took away from what it could have been a great thing. But WrestleMania 30, that's that snapshot of him, even though he wasn't selling, the shoulder injury, but just
that's iconic.
Yeah, you'll never forget it.
But did you hear his interview where he talked about? He said, "Yeah, I want to sell the shoulder," but he said, "I know I would have gone backstage and Vince, he wouldn't have said it, but he would have been looking at me like, you little weak little twerp." So he said he wanted to show Vince that he could keep doing the yes with those big heavy belts and not look weak, because Vince has a thing about people looking weak, and he wanted to show Vince that he wasn't going to look.
Oh yeah, fuck it. It's about what Vince wants, not what the fans want. But anyway, at least they gave the fans what we wanted there. And I'm going to stick to my guns with this one. I think Roman Reigns winning the belt at WrestleMania over Brock Lesnar, not Cena. I'll make it very clear. Would be a great thing.
Let me add one caveat, positive about Roman Reigns. Maybe this injury might be a blessing, that it'll give him time to work on his promos. So it might be a good thing, because if he can start to get over on his promo work, that would be huge for him.
He has an it factor about him, and yes, of course, I'd rather see Bray Wyatt, Dean Ambrose, but at the end of the day, I know what the company's looking for, so if we can get something that the company is going to appease Vince and, his little five-knuckle shuffle time, as well as something different.
Roman Reigns been doing a lot of five-knuckle shuffling. You can see it.
I'm sure. But I will take Roman Reigns as champion.
Make it rain in this bitch.
Well, I thought it was better. It'll be interesting to see what other comments say.
You did pop.
Yeah, he did get a pop. He got a couple pops. A cheap pop.
Yeah. And
then a make it rain in that bitch pop. So, it was all right.
He's trying.
He's trying. You got to give him credit for that. All right, so we see John Cena backstage. He's doing his horrible acting. Serious. You guys.
This is a pep talk.
I know you have a lot on the line.
Why sound so excited?
I am excited. Yeah. Holy fuck, he's fucking horrible. Ziggler starts talking, and you can hear the "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks" chants in the crowd. It's like, at this point, I don't want Cena sucks chants anymore unless it's people who really hate him like us. Honestly.
Yeah, it's just people in the arena that just want something to do. That's the only reason why they're doing it.
Yep. They all had their little one-liners, oh yeah, do this, blah blah blah. It was whatever. I've heard enough promos to build up the match. I didn't need more on this show. So before we get to this WWE Divas Championship match, and then the main event, and of course the big WWE debut of Sting. I just wanted to say that Lyrical, if you look up the Lob Mob on YouTube, he just went over 10,000 subscribers. He makes really cool video game videos. Go hit him up with a subscription. I really dig what he does. I honestly, Lyrical, Billy, Mad Genius, they're on my website, blitzsportsnetwork.com. They see the amount of work I put in on there. I don't really have much time to do anything else. So when I get the chance to check out his videos, they're always quality, really good stuff over there. And then ProWrestlingTees.com/virtuososports. Mad Genius has some really cool wrestling shirts there that I think you're going to like. And in the month of November, his proceeds are going to Shoes That Fit. It's a charity organization, and he's donating his proceeds to that. So make sure to go pick up a T-shirt from him as well.
Oh, keep an eye on my Twitter tomorrow. We got something special happening this week with the T-shirt. So keep an eye on my Twitter to stay updated with that. Also, Instagram, Ambitions of Greatness on Instagram. It'll be something to keep you guys updated on what's going on.
Yeah, so it's twitter.com/virtuososports. As far as Billy, what does he do? You can just find him on blitzsportsnetwork.com. Honestly, that's it. You know, he does videos with me on there. All right, so I wanted to throw that out there real quick.
For life.
No world order. We get AJ Lee against Nikki Bella for the WWE Divas Championship. With Brie Bella.
All right, good.
Yeah. So, in a OMG moment,
OMG was right, because OMG lost his shit.
Brie Bella laid a kiss on AJ Lee, and this wasn't like, remember we were making fun of the AJ Lee and Paige PG or TVY kisses on the hand? This was not a, this was a kiss, okay? And I'm just sitting there looking at it, and on the WWE Network, you can rewind it, you know? I rewound it, and I looked again, I said, I pinched myself and rewound it again, I said, really? All right! You know, this pay-per-view, the rating just went up for me, because they actually did something edgy. And I'm sorry, but go back and look at some of these dudes in the crowd. For you dudes on the opposite side of the hard cameras that got caught on camera. You know, out of all the times they've chanted, "This is awesome" and "Holy shit," they're just like, women can kiss? Holy crap. Wake up! That was the moment for a massive holy shit chant. Imagine if they, back in the day, I don't care if it's WCW, ECW, I don't care if it's WWF. What's the chant that would have happened? We love lesbians, we love... Right?
HLA or something. Remember when Bischoff used to do the weekly HLA thing for a while?
Mm-hmm.
Hot lesbian action.
Yep.
You could actually do that on a wrestling show. Can you believe it?
And there were a couple dudes in the crowd, you know, more power to them, you know, but this was, okay, this was my perception, was they looked like they wanted the bunny to come out and hump Adam Rose. I was like, really?
The pink bunny. Pink. I got to point that out. Pink.
Yeah, I was expecting more of a pop for that. People were just like, yes, that's bad. You know.
Getting that PG. John Cena would not like to see you two women. Dina!
Yeah. Fucking bibs on and Similac dripping off their chin. But, anyhow, this caused a distraction for AJ Lee. And by the way, very similar to the WrestleMania squash with Sheamus and Daniel Bryan, where AJ Lee kissed him and then he got bro kicked. In this case, it was Brie Bella kissing AJ Lee, and she took the torture rack backbreaker. And your new WWE Divas champion, as I'm going to refer to her from now on, John Cena's girlfriend. Billy predicted it. He nailed it. You nailed it, Billy. He said that Brie's going to turn heel. And she turned heel in the absolute best way possible. So I thought that this was awesome. And I know that the boys are probably going to get carried away with this conversation, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to them. Who else needs to turn heel in the Divas division in the same fashion, guys? And I'll be back. Talk about the main
This
event.
is going to lead to more kisses. Everybody turns heel. I mean, we got Paige licking Natalia. We got AJ and Brie kissing. No offense to the knockouts over. WWE is outdoing you right now. They are outdoing you right now. We've gotten one woman licking another woman, and we've gotten a kiss. All we get with TNA is a little tease. TNA, step your game up, son.
Especially with a name like TNA, man. Tits and ass. Come on.
I know, right?
To live up to their name.
It was nice. Crowd reaction was definitely odd. Were they 41-year-old virgins mostly, MG, from that study?
Yeah, pretty much.
I guess they have no libido left. Could be something like that. Need to get some exercise, man. Get that libido up. That's hot shit. That's good shit. And Natalia loved that shit when Paige licked her face, too.
Oh my
Google
god,
that
the
shit.
look on her face, bro.
Oh, yeah.
All they needed was some whipped cream in the ring with them, and you know,
Well, Paige actually is lesbian, I'm pretty sure.
could have just gone ahead and just went at it for real. Just get Vince out there with one of those things where you know, they cut, you know, one of those things, and yeah, just film a porno right in the middle of the ring. Why not? Go for it.
All right, who would you say the right now top 5 hottest divas are?
Look,
Top 5 out of divas.
Yeah, WWE.
Are we including
are there more
NXT?
than 5 people? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Are we including what?
NXT.
Are we including NXT?
Oh, yeah, sure. Why not?
Right now, my number 1 is still Paige. Something about Paige, I just want to rip them fucking fishnets right off. No, fuck it, let her leave the fishnets on. I just want to do. I just want to do some unspeakable things to Paige, just to be honest with everybody. Number 2 for me, I'm gonna go with. Ooh. I'm gonna go with Carmella. Carmella got a bang in it. Her stomach is fucking sexy as shit. Number 3 would be Sasha Banks. I've been a fan of Sasha Banks before she was with the company. When she was Mercedes KV, and I want to use some KY jelly with her. Fuck KV. I want to use KY with her. Once again, more unspeakable things in actions. After her, AJ Lee. AJ Lee's got an amazing ass and an amazing stomach. Cool, down to earth chick. And then my number 5 is Natalia. She got them tig old bitties. She's starting to wear less and less to the ring now, so I appreciate that. And after seeing the face she made after AJ licked her face, I want to see Natalia make those faces in person as I pile drive her and give her my sharpshooter.
Erica, what's your top 5?
Okay. How could I follow that?
Right?
I'm trying to put them in order.
Yeah, it's always hard, bro.
I'm still I'm sorry. I'm still a Layla guy. Like number one, just like her body is just probably of all the divas, she has the most well-rounded, best-looking body. Like from, I mean, she's like her tit to hip to ass to waist proportion ratio is like amazing. But let's see, number two would have to be AJ. AJ just has that. She has that sexy chick at Radio Shack vibe to her or something. I don't know. Uh, three would probably be Sasha Banks. Four would be. Ooh, I'm between. Had to be Paige. Paige would be four. And then five. Man, I just want to say Trish Stratus or something.
Oh, we don't know.
We got to go current roster, though. I don't know, five. I guess I got to put Natalia in there at five. Natalia's, yeah, Natalia's not bad, man. Natalia's not bad. She's starting to look sexier, man. I don't know, for some reason. Seemed like I don't know. It seemed like they had her paired with Beth Phoenix or whatever, and it seems like they kind of looked alike at the time. It seems like the longer Beth Phoenix has been out the company, the more she looks like a woman and less like Beth Phoenix. And I don't know. I noticed the same thing with Beth Phoenix. I saw some interview with her, or it was a photo of them out and about, and Beth Phoenix lost a lot of her muscle mass and stuff, and she looks like a woman now. So that's my five. So I can't wait to hear Billy's five. And wait a minute. Before I even go, is Lana considered a diva?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, user.
Oh, okay. I insert her. I'll have to insert her at number two then, and knock the rest of them down. Because I'm like, she's a master, but she doesn't really wrestle. But I'm like, well, fuck it, Lana's number two then. Because that white woman is built. My goodness.
I love the way you say that. That white woman built.
Man.
Oh, she is. Fuck.
It's put together.
Yeah, she's got a chin that's put together like a Lego table, too.
Oh, shut up with that. Come on, bro. You're lying.
I'm serious, bro.
Well, I know you're seriously.
Her legs, her thighs. Man, her legs are just wonderful. They're just, wow. I could explore those.
There'll be a lot of licking, man.
She has like that fit white woman booty. Nice. Man.
Oh, I got an honorable mention.
Nice.
Oh, go ahead.
Eva Marie.
She's still on the roster?
Her tits are.
Because I would throw her in. Because the thing about her is when she doesn't have the contacts and the clown hair, then she's the baddest looking chick on that whole roster. But the fact that she had to do all of that because they were worried that she looked too much like a Bella, when in actual fact she looks 80 million times hotter than both of them put together, which I guess both of them put together is the same person, but you get what I'm saying.
She got some big old bitties now, man. I'm telling you.
She is a hottie. She's about to marry that dude that looks like Conan and shit.
Nah, they'll be divorced in a year. It won't take us that long. Maybe 6 months.
I don't know. I don't watch that
Hell
show.
yeah, because I'm about to slide in her DMs.
No.
Yeah, I saw a photo on Twitter earlier this week. Some fan ran into her. I guess it was at an airport or something, and she took a picture with him and signed an autograph and said she was really, really cool.
Oh, I bet she is.
But yeah, I'd like to meet her in the airport.
Oh, Show about the straight slide in her DMs like Edge used to do when he came to the ring. Best believe that.
180 on that one, MG.
You know what?
I said you 180 on that one.
Slide in there like
Yeah, I had to change your heart.
I don't blame her.
Yeah, Eva Marie. Yeah, I can get down. And I don't know, man. I had a thing for redheads, man.
No, that's my favorite.
Yeah, I had a thing for redheads.
But the pictures of her as a brunette without the contacts in, she's a fucking hottie. For real.
Like, one of our viewers, Slash and Thunder, went to the ROH event. I believe it was the Baltimore show, or it might have been another show. And he had a picture of Maria Kanellis. And if you're listening, I didn't tell you this when you tweeted me that, but I literally wanted to cuss you out because I got jealous that you got to meet and take a picture with Maria Kanellis, because that's my number one right now. Beyond unspeakable things would be done to her. You just have no idea. Oh yeah, Slash and Thunder. No offense, but I hate you right now because you did get that picture.
Oh, shout out to Brian Hudson. He sent me a GIF of AJ Lee and Bree making out. All right.
Nice.
Oh what?
Retweet that.
He tagged you in it too, Mad Genius.
My man. Lyrical, did you ever see the Paige licking Natalia thing?
No, heard about it, but I haven't seen it. I didn't see that hologram thing either. A lot of people were talking about that. I gotta see that. Cause I mean, did they actually have his hologram like walk in the ring like the way they had Tupac at the Coachella?
No.
So his hologram was like on the stage, or
Just a projection from like a lamp or something they had in the ring. Just simple.
Because every wrestling podcast I was listening to was putting that shit over. And these podcasts that bury WWE.
If you're seeing the Tupac thing, come on.
Because I'm like, WWE went all out like that for Bray Wyatt? Like, really? They must be giving this dude a push. Putting holograms out there. I figured they would say that for Undertaker or something.
Well, you guys got your lists, or did Billy still have to go?
Oh, I think, Billy has to get his list in. I think his Lana.
Well, we did one on the website. We'll just go ahead and keep it moving.
Yeah, it's Lana.
Yeah, Lana BJ. Yeah.
Mm.
All right, so we get Team Authority versus Team Cena in the main event. And you had Lana, Triple H, Stephanie, Jamie Noble, and Joey Mercury ringside. What's up, Jay? So the match starts with the Big Show knocking Mark Henry out with a KO punch, and he eliminates Mark Henry. And speaking of punches,
once again, Mark Henry was not eliminated. He was not the legal man.
He wasn't the legal man. I agree. He had tagged out, but in the world, the wrestling WWE universe, which isn't wrestling, it counted. But speaking of punches, John Cena fucking gets in the match and starts throwing the shittiest kayfabe punches you could ever fucking imagine.
God.
Someone needs to get him a boxing coach. I mean, you go look at a Razor Ramon punch.
Are you sure those were kayfabe?
These were the dude's fucking garbage.
Look at a Vader punch.
And then John Cena threw the worst drop kick of all time. I mean, what the fuck was that? And then Michael Cole, and he's sitting there next to his dump truck full of butt plugs, and he's like, well, John Cena doesn't do that move often. He shouldn't ever do it. It's terrible. He's fucking horrible. They could make anybody, for whatever reason, for the past week. You know, Blitz, you gotta understand, Cena, he sells merch. They could make whoever the fuck they want that guy. It's like Batman. They're gonna make fucking Ben Affleck Batman. And you know they're going to make millions and millions of dollars at the box office with Ben Affleck as fucking Batman. Ben fucking Affleck. Not Vin Diesel, not The Rock, not, Denzel Washington, not somebody cool. Ben Affleck. Vince McMahon could wake up tomorrow and go, well, Dean Ambrose, we need to have a meeting. And he'd tell Dean Ambrose, you're going to start doing Make-A-Wish appearances, you're going to start doing shit with the troops, you're going to be the lead guy for the breast cancer survivors, we're going to turn you into the hero. And they dial back Cena, they make Ambrose the hero. All of a sudden, the same people that believe John Cena's a real fighter and he wins real wrestling matches are going to believe that Dean Ambrose is the guy. They'll come up with some slogan for him, for Dean Ambrose, about whatever, perseverance. Let's just come up with 3 things real quick. Perseverance, honor, and I don't know.
Virgin.
Acceptance.
Not accept. Just whatever. They come up with a slogan for him. They replace Cena like that with whoever the fuck they want. It's a fucking kayfabe wrestling world. It's the way the business works. That's why when Hulk Hogan left, Vince McMahon said, yeah, I'm going to turn Lex Luger into the new Hulk Hogan. And he was well on his way to doing that, but then Lex Luger ended up leaving. Perfect example that they could do it with whoever the fuck they want. But they choose to do it with this jamoke. But anyway, the motherfucker sucks, okay? If you like John Cena, more power to you. I'm not trying to tell you who to like, but I will forever be a John Cena hater.
5.
Yes. So we end up with Luke Harper and Eric Rowan in the ring after John Cena's shitty-ass showcase of wrestling or whatever the fuck that was. And Seth Rollins tagged himself in, so we didn't get this anticipated showdown yet between the two, which they were teasing really hard on SmackDown. Ryback gets the upper hand on Rusev, but ultimately we get this free-for-all where everyone's hitting their shit, and fucking Rollins hits Ryback with a curb stomp, and Rusev hit him with a jumping sidekick, and Ryback gets eliminated. So all the excitement for Ryback, temporary. So it's 4-on-4. So Dolph Ziggler proceeds to just get picked apart, did his thing with, getting thrown around the ring and selling and all that crap. And he basically got beat up for a prolonged period of time. This was a longer match. Cena was doing his usual overacting on the apron, where he just, I want to see a fucking NWO running so bad when he's doing that. Can't stand his acting on the ring apron in a tag team match. It irritates the fuck out of me. The phony-ass mannerisms. The Rock said it best. You know what I mean? In that promo he cut on YouTube, but just horrible-ass acting. So Ziggler hits an elevated DDT, and it appeared that it was time for a hot tag. But we get a parade of finishers, and it gets punctuated by Seth Rollins getting backdropped out of the ring to the wrestlers outside the ring. Rusev ends up powerbombing Ziggler onto the wrestlers outside of the ring. Kind of cool spot. And then Rusev ever so kindly cleared off the announce table because he's trying to fuck Ziggler up, so he's got to make sure to clear it off first. Which, again, another thing in pro wrestling that's just so dumb. Here, let me clear off the table. I'm going to throw you on. I'll say it a million times, why can't those fucking announcers clear it off? But then Rusev sets Ziggler up on the table. He goes for a splash onto Rusev, or Rusev goes for a splash onto Ziggler. Ziggler moves, and Rusev lands on the table. The table collapses. He didn't go through the table. It's another thing that irritates me. The breakaway Lego tables. Oh, he went through the table. He went through the announce table. No, he didn't. It fell apart. The breakaway tables. The referee starts counting. Rusev gets counted out. which makes sense booking-wise for what they're going for, because they've got to save Rusev for Cena, right? So Rusev was eliminated, and now we get a tag from Ziggler to Cena. Cena hits them dumbass shoulder tackles, a side slam. He goes for his 5 merchandise shuffle. He hits the AA on Kane, but Rollins ends up jumping in the ring and delivers a curb stomp to Cena. So now Roman and Harper end up getting tagged in. Everyone's had laid, they've been laid out or whatever. So we get the anticipated Rowan and Harper showdown, and they start beating the crap out of each other. Seth Rollins catches Eric Rowan with a knee off the top rope. Seth Rollins had a lot of spots in this match, by the way. And Luke Harper delivers his clothesline to Eric Rowan for the 3 count, so Eric Rowan was eliminated. So now it's come down to the Big Show, John Cena, Dolph Ziggler against Seth Rollins, Kane, and Luke Harper. So sure enough, we get a big swerve next. The Big Show is standing next to John Cena, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Big Show hits John Cena with the KO punch. And then John Cena gets eliminated by Seth Rollins, who pinned him. I'm like, oh, wow, they took Cena out of the match. I'm cool with that. From this point on, it's all uphill for me as a John Cena hater. Then Big Show went over to Triple H, shook his hand, and walked out on the match. So Big Show, after being a heel and a face and a heel and a face, just like Mark Henry, he changes heel face every couple days, it seems like. So Big Show is now a heel again. So that left Dolph Ziggler to face Kane, Luke Harper, and Seth Rollins. Outside the ring, Stephanie starts talking trash to John Cena, rubbing it in. And they all end up working over Ziggler. Ziggler ends up catching Kane with a crossbody, a super kick, and a zigzag, and Ziggler pins Kane for the 3 count, eliminates him. Crowd was firmly behind Ziggler, of course. So now it's down to Dolph Ziggler against Luke Harper and Seth Rollins. Harper opened up on him with a big boot, suicide dive, super kick. He gets the 2 count on Ziggler. And Luke Harper hits a nice sit-out powerbomb on Ziggler. He kicks out at 2. A lot of drama in the arena at this point. Ziggler ends up rolling up Luke Harper out of nowhere and pins him using his pants, his jeans. Got a lot of guys that wrestle in jeans now. So Luke Harper was eliminated from the roll-up. 3 count. Ziggler eliminates him as well. I was like, wow, it's coming down to Ziggler and Seth Rollins. What a fucking breath of fresh air to see Ziggler, someone different, someone I enjoy watching. Some people don't like him. Hey, whatever. It's all in the eye of the beholder. There's no right or wrong answer. He's in the hero position here instead of Cena. I give the WWE major credit for that. Doing something a little different. But again, I think it's all just a ploy to get you to buy the network. It'll be back to the same old shit. But Ziggler gets a long 2 count on Seth Rollins with a roll-up, follows it up with an elevated DDT, and Seth Rollins took that like a motherfucking champ, did the spike bump where he spiked on the DDT for another long 2 count. Seth hit Dolph with the running powerbomb in the corner, and Ziggler kicks out at 2. This is getting really good at this point. Rollins went to the top rope, missed a stomp off the top rope. Then Ziggler hits the Famouser for a long 2 count. Triple H and the security, I hate that name, Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury get involved. Ziggler fought them off, and then he hits the zigzag on Rollins, but Triple H, at 2, pulls the referee out of the ring and punches the referee. Like, yeah. Ziggler fights off an attack. Super kicks both Noble and Mercury as they're trying to attack him. Rollins hits the running powerbomb in the corner again, and it looks like this is going to be the finish. He misses the curb stomp, and Ziggler hits the zigzag again. So another referee runs down. Triple H takes him out too. Triple H takes off the suit jacket. He starts attacking Dolph Ziggler. He had a nice, pretty badass club. Not a Triple H fan by any means, but he had a badass clothesline on Ziggler, and then the pedigree on Dolph Ziggler, and another referee runs out, Armstrong. The referee counts to 2, and this is where it was kind of stupid because the referee could have just counted to 3, but I guess Sting's music scared him, you know. But all of a sudden, Sting's new music hits, and I fucking hate his new theme song. I mean, how hard is it to just go? They used it during the WWE 2K15 commercial. Why not use the fucking Sting Crow theme music with the lightning and thunder? You know, it just kind of annoyed me as a longtime fan of Sting. Not my favorite wrestler, but I've always enjoyed his body of work. But Sting comes down to the ring area. Really cool to see Sting, no doubt about it, even though I just saw him in TNA not that long ago. So it's not like, oh my gosh. You know. In fact, Sting's entrance in TNA was better than that. Does anyone on the panel disagree? Because maybe you do.
No.
Nope.
The other thing is, I have the game, and they have his original WCW theme music. They have both of his theme musics because
a man called Sting, and then
they have the Surfer Sting. They have both of those theme musics, the WCW theme musics, not the reworked, not they got somebody to replay. They have the original theme. They have both of those original themes in the game. So if they're paying to license those themes for the game, they can't pay. You know what I mean? They can't use that as his actual entrance music in real life.
It's dumb. I guess you'd have to be a WCW fan, or someone who's followed Sting's career to really understand how much of a letdown that was. It really took away from his WWE debut for me.
I think it goes right back to Vince having to recreate you in his own image.
Yep.
Yeah, but nobody cares about TNA. That's the problem.
No, I'm not talking about the TNA. I'm saying that this entrance was... The TNA entrance was actually one of their best entrances. A lot of TNA's theme songs suck. But Sting's was really good.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is for most people, regardless of what's actually better or worse, for most people, just because if it's not WWE, it's automatically worse.
Yeah, this is
my
true.
point.
This is true.
So for most people, regardless of how, and I didn't even see his entrance, but for how shitty it was, by the way you made it sound, it's going to be way better than TNA's Sting entrance for most people.
And by the way, when he came out, JBL acknowledged his WCW and NWA titles. I believe Sting's a 21-time world champion. And I think they only acknowledged 8.
Well, Ric Flair is a 22-time world champion. They only acknowledged 16, so.
True. Because if I remember right, during Sting's TNA Hall of Fame video package, Mike Tenay said 21.
John Cena's a 15-time world champion, and they acknowledge all of those.
Of course they do. Because Vince made him. But, so anyway, Sting takes out the referee outside the ring, Armstrong. He gets in the ring for this face-to-face with Triple H, so now you know who Triple H is wrestling at WrestleMania. The crowd's chanting, "Holy shit!" And I was just sitting there looking at it like, I'm happy for Sting. He's finally going to be acknowledged by the WWE zombies, So that's cool. I was honestly, I'm just telling you guys how I felt. I was still kind of upset that they didn't use his WCW theme music. The guy's 55 years old. You're not going to. His best matches have already come and gone. And I would probably argue the highlight match of his career was him and Flair at Great American Bash, but it was his basic arrival. Then of course Starrcade with the screwy booking with Hogan winning, but Brett, that whole thing at the end of Starrcade in '97. But
and cut the out for fuck's sakes. That would at least made the 3 count. He could have counted to 3, as you said, Bruce. That would have made it better if the lights cut out at 2. Then his music would hit.
Yeah, he just stops the count. It was just, I don't know, there's just screwy. I thought they could have, I had people telling me, the thing is, Vince is going to do something really epic with him. This was not epic, other than him being there. It wasn't epic. The most epic thing to me was, well, first of all, let me go through the series of events. So him and Triple H are staring at each other. The crowd's chanting, "Holy shit. Sting, Sting, Sting." And there were a bunch of individuals in the audience who looked like they didn't know who the fuck he was. They probably can't see past their hand if they hold it in front of their face when it pertains to wrestling history. But we got "This is awesome" chants. And if you looked at Triple H, it looked like he mouthed to Sting, "What the fuck are you doing here?" But Triple H throws a punch at Sting. Sting ducks it. He kicks Triple H and delivers the Scorpion Death Drop. I've always loved that move. I'll warn you, his moveset isn't extensive. That is his best move. But he hits the Scorpion Death Drop, which was cool. And then Sting puts Ziggler on top of Seth Rollins. The referee gets in the ring to count to 3. And instead of saying Seth Rollins wins, you had to hear Michael Cole, "Team Cena wins." Go figure. So the authority is done. Stephanie can take time off now because she's pregnant. Billy called that one. And Dolph Ziggler was the last man standing, even though that wasn't emphasized. But of course, they had to send John Cena out there at the end of the pay-per-view to do a little curtain call with Ziggler. The pay-per-view ended with Stephanie and Triple H basically soaking in the fact that they lost. While the crowd chanted yes in unison, they struggled with the na-na-na-na chants for about 2 minutes. And then they finally got it right. And Stephanie screamed like a wild fucking banshee and screamed that this is not over. So, for me, if we're talking epic, if we're talking just pure wrestling booking, the build for him and Flair with the whole knee injury for Great American Bash was awesome. Some of the shit he did in TNA was really good, chasing the title and whatnot. It got a little rough at the end for sure. But of course, the best build and most epic shit that he ever did was the build for Starrcade '97 because he was the lone wolf against the NWO. And this paled in comparison to that. Like, that entrance Sting had at Starrcade '97 shits all over this by a fucking country mile. So, and as I said at the top of the video, this notion that now he's on the big stage. I'll say it again. '97, WCW was crushing WWF in ratings, and Sting was the headliner of WCW's most bought pay-per-view of all time. That year, Starrcade, 1.9 buy rate. And now he's on the big stage? No. So I enjoyed Sting showing up at WWE because a lot of the stuff they've been doing lately has been shit. I expected a little more, and in all reality for me, it kind of felt like, yeah, throw Sting out there. We'll get these Nimrods to buy the network, and yeah, we'll have Ziggler, since they like that Ziggler guy. We'll have Ziggler be the hero, so to speak. It felt like a big play to get people to buy the network. They just kind of sent him out there. I thought they could have done much better with Sting. Again, entrance music, the way they went about it. There were people speculating that he was going to pop up through the ring. That wouldn't have been a bad idea. He had done that before. When he attacked the NWO and WCW, he popped up through the ring once. I don't know. It just, to me, Sting's WWE debut was a little underwhelming. With the production value that they bring to the table, a lot of times, I just expected more. I thought it was kind of cheap. He's just going to walk out there. Really? That's it? This is the dude who dropped from a fucking helicopter on Nitro, repelled from a helicopter to attack the NWO. This guy who used to drop from the rafters. This is a guy who I thought it was kind of underwhelming. It could have been better, is what I'm trying to say. But I've seen the best that Sting has to offer anyway, so when it pertains to Sting, it doesn't tarnish Sting one bit for me. His legacy's been cemented even before he went to TNA. I just expected a little more. And just, in no way does this signal all of a sudden WWE's going to be good. I hope it's that signal, but I doubt it. I mean, after SummerSlam, where they had Brock Lesnar absolutely demolish John Cena, they went right back to just boring ass shit for the most part. So it's hard to get my hopes up with them right now. WrestleMania season, I've got my hopes up for that. I think they're really going to pull out all the stops with that this year. But we said that last year too, and if you remember the build for Mania 30, it was pretty underwhelming. So I don't know. I guess the best way to summarize how I feel about Sting's WWE debut, definitely mixed emotions. And I'm a bitter bastard when it pertains to the way that Sting's been treated by the McMahon zombies over the years, where he's just not validated because he wasn't a WWF or WWE wrestler. It's like, really? He goes from being a washed-up wrestler in TNA, he's a washed-up WCW wrestler. Now all of a sudden people care. It's annoying. But that's just my perspective. I'm sure a lot of you just thought it was really, really cool, and that's great. That's what they did it for. That's why they're paying Sting probably a fair amount of money to go on a run. As far as a build for a Sting Triple H match, I don't know how it necessarily makes sense. I mean, to me, it needs to make sense in the confines of the Sting Crow gimmick, where he's trying to right a wrong. But I think they could make something out of it, something good. But overall, I'll give the pay-per-view a 6.5 out of 10. I was expecting this pay-per-view to be like a 3 out of 10. So it definitely exceeded my expectations. Sting showing up for the main event, definitely. Really, for me, personally, just my personal preference, after Cena was eliminated and they gave Ziggler the shine that they did, and then Sting coming out to help the team win, that really elevated the main event for me, personally. The fact that it was Ziggler out there with Sting and not Cena. So, I mean, it exceeded my expectations. There was some pretty good shit on this pay-per-view. And now the WWE enthusiasts will finally give Sting his just due, hopefully. But it just could have been better, man. It could have been better. I've seen so much better with Sting, and I thought they kind of dropped the ball to a certain degree. Not saying it was terrible, but it just, I don't know, could have been a lot better. I'm sure there's people out there that agree with that, and people that disagree, so it is what it is. Make sure to get yourself a blitzsportsnetwork.com subscription, because after this is over, a couple special VIP videos coming. And we'll talk more about Sting and positive stuff about Sting. And where does the WWE go from here? Nikki Bella, who should they, align with her? What should they do with Brock? A lot of stuff to talk about. So the conversation will continue after this broadcast on blitzsportsnetwork.com. So get yourself a subscription. Don't miss out. That's the best way I can put it. Don't miss out. There's a lot of fun shit on there and really cool wrestling fans. So.
Okay, I guess I'll go. There's a lot of, I don't know, every time I look at these things, I just tend to see it from a historical standpoint. Earlier, this young lady hit me on Twitter and mentioned the fact that what Bruce just mentioned, as far as when Dolph Ziggler's the sole survivor, but because of the fact he was on Team Cena, they said Team Cena wins instead of Dolph Ziggler's the sole survivor. And just in the middle of hearing Bruce talk, I thought about it, and then I looked it up because I wasn't sure. And Dolph Ziggler was the sole survivor 2 years ago at Survivor Series. And they said that the sole survivor, Dolph Ziggler, because Cena wasn't on his team. So just wanted to throw that one out there as food for thought. Something else Bruce said that I definitely thought about, the fact that they did not have Sting and Cena out at the same time. And I definitely think that was strategic. Because knowing Sting and the type of dude he is, he probably is adamant about, I want to put over young guys. I want to put over the guys that need the rub. Cena doesn't need the rub. They always want to give Cena these rubs and make him seem like he's legit. But it's like, man, there's only so much rubbing you can do. And it's not working with this guy. The crowd is not feeling this guy. Period. So get that through your fucking thick skull, WWE. But I thought the match was, when it got to the end part, when it was just Ziggler and Seth Rollins out there, I'm like, dude, this just should have been the match all along. It just should have been just these two dudes. Just build that fucking storyline up. Let these dudes go out there and go at it. But you know, they gotta break out the dinosaurs. Big Show, Kane. Another funny thing too. A couple years ago, Ziggler in the Survivor Series, he pinned Kane in that one too. So Kane is just Dolph Ziggler's bitch at Survivor Series right now. But yeah, I think I was surprised when Sting came out, because people had talked about it so much, it just seemed like it wasn't going to happen. Because you just had the internet saying, oh, it's about to happen, it's about to happen. Like, oh yeah, it's not going to happen. Then when it happened, like, oh shit, it happened. And you know, the confrontation, him and Triple H, it was okay. It was a bit of a bright spot. It wasn't, you know, I wasn't pissing on myself like, you know, some people were. But I mean, it was an entertainment moment in a pretty mostly dull match. But yeah, that ending pretty much brought it home. But as I told Bruce before we went on the air, I'm just tired of this unwritten thing that WWE has, that they can have a shitty show and just throw their quote-unquote shocking shit at the end, and it just covers up for all of the bullshit that they put in the booking of the rest of the show. They just completely neglect their mid-card. And I'm sorry. I mean, you watch the Attitude Era, that mid-card was awesome. Everything from Val Venus and Kai Tai to fucking Steve Blackman and Head Cheese. I mean, their whole mid-card was stacked, and they had intriguing shit in every part of the mid and lower card. And it's like, with this shit, it's just like, yo, put this filler on and just keep the crowd alive until Cena comes out. Fuck that. It's dude, that shit is not cool. It's not gonna fucking get you network subscriptions. It's not gonna get you ratings. Just stop it. So that's all I gotta say about that.
I'd like to make sure I restate the fact that technically the match never ended because Mark Henry never technically was eliminated. Rollins tagged himself in, if anybody noticed that, before Henry got quote-unquote knocked out. Match started off kind of slow. Once everybody started to get eliminated, I would say probably right around the time where Ryback got eliminated, and then you had the other guys getting eliminated. That's when things kind of started to pick up a little bit. And then when Big Show knocked out John Cena, you know, personally I didn't see it coming, because with the way it was set up, I was like, there's no way in hell Cena's not the sole survivor here, and he doesn't win. So that part surprised me in essence, but I don't give a fuck about Big Show or Cena. And then once you got down to the end, Rollins and Ziggler, they put on a hell of a performance. Those guys went out there and fucked shit up. And like Lyrical said, that's what should have been the match from the beginning, in all honesty. I thought Triple H did a really good job of just entertaining me when he started fucking up the refs. I was laughing the entire time. I just think, like, Triple H has been on his game as of late. like the last month or so, he's really been on his game, whether it be just facial expressions or just little shit that he's been doing. He's been on his game, so I found that part to be really funny. Then, the Sting thing, I thought it was going to be possibly Randy Orton or Roman Reigns. I thought those were the two most obvious ones. But, Sting came out, and honestly, I thought it was cool. And yeah, Sting, obviously his best days were back in the 90s and previous the 80s and whatnot, but it was just a cool thing to see, man. Sting just kind of has that effect, even when he was in TNA, he had way better theme music in TNA and way better interest in TNA, obviously, but it was just always cool to see Sting come out, especially because this wasn't Super Sting either, and we all know how I feel about Super Sting, so we didn't get that, but the stare down between him and Triple H was cool, and then the Scorpion Death Drop he hit looked really nice, and Triple H sold it like a champ. And then him basically ending the match with putting Ziggler on top of Rollins and pretty much setting up a feud for Mania with Triple H and Sting, and I understand why, because at this point, out of all the veteran guys, Triple H is really the only one there who's not necessarily too part-time who can carry a match at this point. So I understand why they're going with Sting and Triple H, but the show overall, I'm gonna give it a 20 out of 10. The Kiss solidified it for me. 19 of the points came from the Kiss alone. So yeah, good show.
I'm gonna give the show a 6 out of 10. The Kiss was definitely good. MG, I might have to. You have a good rating there. That was always nice. Paige's fine ass, Lana's fine ass, always good. I mean, the stuff in the early card, mid card was actually fine. Main event was actually good. I'll say it was good. And seeing Sting had that surreal feeling to it, which is cool. But I'm not a teenager anymore, so I'm right through all the bullshit. He's gotten paid a lot of money, and good for him. Get your money. It'll be sooner or later. Probably won't be tomorrow night, but just sooner or later, he'll be putting over Cena, not in a match, but in some form or fashion. All I gotta do is name the list of guys that have done it. Edge came back to do it. If anyone remembers that, you gotta beat Brock Lesnar, blah, 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 blah. Bret Hart's technically kind of done it in a roundabout way. Well, actually he did. Mick Foley's done it. Words. People have done it in the ring, obviously. Triple H done it in the ring a couple times in Mania. Shawn Michaels has done that, done the honors for him. The Rock, obviously, recently. The list goes on and fucking on. Hogan's been blowing Cena left and right. He just can't stop. So Sting will be the next one to do it. He's getting paid to do it. So keep that in mind. It probably is going to be frustrating when you see it. It's always frustrating to see the legends do that, but trust me, the contract he's signed, it's in there. They're going to go right back. This is all for network buys. Ziggler's the guy they know, people like. The guy to gauge on what people like. So that's what you got to see tonight. That's to get people to sign up for this fucking shit. Pure and simple. Just like Brock Lesnar when he squashed Cena. I saw right through that shit. And I thought Cena would actually take the strap back off Lesnar, but they didn't actually get
No, that shit's not happening.
No, it's not. It's not. Because I want Jay to beat my ass. But, yeah, that was still to buy Pop Network buys. Same shit. So they're always doing this right when the network's around. This is obvious. It's not even hard to understand. It's 2 + 2 = 4. If you don't see it, then I don't know. I can't help you. I don't think God can help you at that point. But either way, the show was fine. I guess. At least it was free for some people, not everybody. It should have been free for everybody. Some other people got fucked over. But I don't know. It is what it is. But just, again, keep in mind this is all for network buys, and Sting will be verbally putting over Cena probably quite a bit. I just don't know when, but it's coming pretty soon.
Jay.
Yeah, I really wasn't going to give my thoughts on this pay-per-view. I was just here to be part of the panel because I didn't watch this shit. But yeah, Sting coming back. I really don't know how I feel about that. I really honestly don't care because it's going to be, I don't know, he's 55 years old. Why the fuck would I care about a 55-year-old Sting coming back? And I know that's not what anybody wants to hear, but it's true. I think all of his matches are going to be trash when he whatever matches he does have. I think the in-ring wrestling is going to be trash. I think it'll be cool just from a nostalgia standpoint. I don't give a fuck about him wrestling Triple H because I think every time a new guy comes back, they always have to fucking work with Triple H. That's the first guy they always work with. I'm sick of seeing that. I don't want to see him work with Triple H. Fuck that. Rather see him work with, I don't know, but not Triple H. I don't really have any thoughts on the rest of the pay-per-view, but like I said, not really excited about the whole Sting thing. I respect Sting. He's one of the greatest of all time, but yeah. Not excited.
Sorry, Brock Lesnar stopped by.
Yeah, that's really all I care about is Brock.
Yeah.
Not that any of us didn't know that already, but yeah, whenever Brock decides to show up, since last time he actually wrestled a match, he completely buried John Cena and destroyed him in the ring.
Not true.
No,
Yes,
The
he
last
did.
time he wrestled a match, Cena almost beat him.
Whatever. The last time I watched him wrestle a match that actually mattered, he destroyed John Cena and buried him in the ring. And last time he wrestled a match with John Cena, he still ended up with the belt, and he's still gonna end up with the belt until WrestleMania when Roman Reigns beats him. Which I've been saying since last summer, which is gonna happen, and Gritz is gonna have to fucking Gritz is gonna lose that Avatar bet because I still haven't forgotten about that shit. And John Cena is not gonna take the strap from Brock Lesnar. That shit's not
I
happening.
don't know about that, bro.
All right, Jay, can you tell Mad Genius how Roman Reigns is better than his vanilla midget infatuation that he has with the Young Bucks?
Mad Genius always has a new infatuation with the wrestler. Like, he'll like somebody, and as soon as they get to WWE, like, a couple
They're
months
trash.
later, they're complete trash.
Thank you. What else would you expect from me?
No, like, it doesn't really matter who. Even if it's a guy who you know is coming to WWE, you'll be excited about a guy in NXT and think that he might be something decent even in WWE. But then 3 months later, after he actually debuts on the real roster, then you don't fucking like him already. So
No, there's only one at this point, and that's Kevin Steen.
Yeah.
I will always be a Kevin Steen guy. I don't give a
12,
fuck about
11.
that.
12, 11,
months ago,
14.
you were talking about how you were excited about Seth Rollins.
He was excited about Roman Reigns, Jay.
Yeah,
Don't let me
I
pin him
like
down
Seth
on that.
Rollins.
Well, I'll give
I
him.
still like Seth Rollins. They just fuck him up.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on Roman Reigns. He didn't really seem like he was gonna like him all that much, but you did say a lot about Seth Rollins. I remember you saying something about
I'm still a fan of Seth Rollins.
something about Mojo Rawley. You said something about Mojo Rawley a while back. I know you did. I don't remember what it was.
I said Mojo Rawley has all the tools in the bag except wrestling ability.
Somebody, I don't know if it was Bruce, it probably was Bruce, but somebody was talking about who's going to be the next guy. Maybe we were talking about Reigns again.
Oh,
and then I know you said
No, I
something
said
about Mojo Rawley.
WWE. I said WWE really likes Mojo Rawley, and he's probably going to be Cena.
Yeah,
one
but
day.
he's trash. And I've never even seen a
So is
picture of him.
Cena.
I've never
So
even
is
seen a
Cena.
picture
What's
of
your
Mojo Rawley.
point?
I just know he's trash just from his name. What
Bruce can vouch for this, bro. He's fucking Cena reincarnated.
The words worse than Cena probably aren't in my vocabulary, but pretty bad. He does the earthquake finisher. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not.
Who do
Until
you
that's
like,
the
man?
last NXT special.
Yeah, by the way, I promised the VIPers that you'd be on my NXT or Evolution review.
Bro, I'll be there before you.
Okay. I cannot wait till the meltdown comes with Kevin Owens. I give it 3 months.
I don't care. I'm calling it right now. If Kevin Steen ever makes it to the roster, 3 months onto WWE's main roster, Mad Genius thinks he's complete trash.
Trash.
No,
I'm
I
calling it
will
right
never
now.
say he's trash.
Yes, you will.
I just think they booked him shitty, but I would never say he's trash.
Mad flip flopper genius will definitely.
Hey,
I don't care. I don't care.
I have a
what kind
right
of
to flip
maneuvers-
flop.
I don't care what kind of maneuvers Kevin Steen can do for a big guy and how athletic he is, even for being a fat ass. He still will never be as talented as Brock Lesnar.
And Brock Lesnar will never beat Cain Velasquez.
Hey, at least that's real fighting, motherfucker.
That's fine, and I like I just said,
Kevin Steen
Cain
would get his shit pushed in by Brock in a real fight.
I don't know. Diverticulitis. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's
Bro.
the only reason why I think Brock would still be
With
the
this bird, bro, Cain fucking
Yeah,
Velasquez.
it's Cain Velasquez, Jay. Let's get it crazy now.
Come
All right,
on,
we're gonna
man.
wrap it up there. The conversation will continue.
No, I don't care. I don't care. If it
Go
weren't
ahead.
for diverticulitis, Brock would have beat Cain Velasquez. I don't care.
The fuck
I don't know.
Cain
about that.
Velasquez is a savage.
All right, so let me tell you where you can find all these guys. Billy, simple. BloodSportsNetwork.com. That's where you can find him. He doesn't do Twitter or anything anymore.
Why not?
Don't even get him started on that.
Because it's fucking stupid.
Yes, exactly. And then Jay, you
Why?
can find him at John
Look at Twitter.
J06 on Twitter. You can tweet him. He won't tweet you back, but make sure to follow him. And then we've got Lyrical Threat, who you can find on YouTube by just searching for the Lob Mob. He's also on Twitter. Is it at the Lob Mob?
Yep.
1B or 2Bs?
1.
Yes, that's right. I was thinking it was one. Wanted to make sure I got that right.
Only thing is 2Bs is the YouTube.
YouTube channel. I always get him confused. But make sure to throw him a subscription and follow. Lyrical, really cool guy. We're good friends. And then Mad Genius, you can find him on any independent wrestlers bandwagon.
I agree with that.
But you can also find him on YouTube. Now, Mad
Jock
Genius,
strap.
great wrestling knowledge. Huge wrestling fan. Really spends a lot of time watching Lucha Underground is his favorite.
Oh, fuck out of here.
No. He watches wrestling from all around the world. You'll learn from this guy. YouTube.com/virtuososports, Twitter.com/virtuososports, and then he's also got the t-shirts, ProWrestlingTees.com/virtuososports. Really cool t-shirts. I think the best one is the Pro Wrestling Enthusiast one that looks like a Converse symbol. That's really cool. He's got some really cool shirts on there. So check out his stuff. All the guys on the panel put a lot of hard work into what they do. And Jay puts in hard work at the gym. So, and then, of course, BloodSportsNetwork.com. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like the video below if you enjoyed it. We'll be back tomorrow night for a Raw review. Rumors about a certain beast incarnate, maybe, possibly, probably not, but maybe, I don't know. Yeah. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you if you already have, but most of all, thank you for checking out.
Sorry, I got to get the last word in.
Okay. Thank you for checking out this video.
I'm not done yet.
We had a good time making it for you, and thank you for all the comments. And hey, it was a good show.
Hold on, quickly before we go though.
Exceeded my expectations. Jay's trying to talk over me to throw me off my game, but we're just going to wrap it up there.
I'm not trying to throw you off your game. I just want to get the last word in.
All right, go ahead. Last word.
All right, two things for the last word. One, Mad Genius, stop fucking interrupting Bruce all the fucking time throughout the show.
You just interrupted him.
I've never done that before ever. I've never done it before. And two, whoever the guy in the comment section that kept on asking Bruce for a free trial for the website, there's no free trial. It's as cheap as a fucking value meal at McDonald's, you cheap fuck.
Oh, well, the YouTube is the free trial. You know? All right, with that being said, we're going to get going. Talk to you guys tomorrow night and the rest of you on the website. So we're out.